moderation. Man, real quick, man, if I get up. Get up. I'm about to go inside this motherfucker. Look, man, it's real quick. I want to say this real quick, right? So, turn that motherfucker shit off, man. That shit getting hot. That's one thing about these trucks, bro. They get hot, they get cold. It's like, man, like you could live in these hoes, nigga, for a while and get on your feet and get somewhere, man. But nah, I just wanna say this real quick, man, for what I do see. Just based on what I've been doing for a while, man. Let's say for like over 2 months straight. And you understand how this thing called consistency, man, how this shit is really, you talking about something powerful, man. Man, what a nigga realize is that until you get to a certain point, you really just can't take no days off, man. Like how people told you. Like people tell you take days off, and you really can't take no days off, man. Now, you're not supposed to overwork yourself, man, to where you hurt yourself, but when I hear people now, as I see, when I hear people and they'll tell you, all right, well, don't do this every day, right? Take a day off, right? It's like they telling you in a way, it could be in good intentions or good faith, but yet at the same time, they're telling you to kind of like slow down when you get a momentum, right? They're not telling you the real truth about this shit, about consistency and whatever you're doing, that you must do something to stabilize whatever it is that you're doing, right? Like say, keep the momentum going, keep it flowing. It got to be something you're doing on a regular basis, man. On a daily basis, right? The same way how you breathe every day, right? So you never take a day off breathing. People don't take days off breathing, man. And that's the most important thing to a human, is to breathe, all right? So why is it you don't take a day off breathing? So when it comes to that, when you look at trying to get somewhere in life, why are you taking a day off? And since I've learned that, man, it makes sense. Let's just say just working out per se, right? Just working out. You can have one or two things you're going to do every day no matter what. But you ain't supposed to overdo it. You do enough of it to where you feel it, you acknowledge it, right? But you're not going to hurt yourself. And you do other shit to go with it. But yet the other things that may not be as important, you don't necessarily have to do that all the time. But the most important thing to you, you do it every day. And the results start coming in rather quickly, right? Compared to somebody else who a motherfucker tell you straight up, take a day off, take a break and all that kind of shit. And it's like, okay, are you being specific on what you mean about what to take a break from? Because I understand breathing, I got to breathe every day. So therefore, when it comes down to a certain work ethic, it got to be something I'm going to do every day, though. We talking about for the rest of your life. It makes sense why certain people are pretty much on a certain level, whether it's sports, entertainment, or whatever profession or career field they in. It just makes sense when you talking about folks transcending to the next level, why everybody can't do it. Because who in the fuck is willing to actually do this shit every day, though, man? So I'm listening to Aaron Donald, right? And Aaron Donald's one of the greatest defensive players of all time in the NFL. And he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, right? And my thing is with him, he just mentioned on the podcast, he said, look, he said, man, I got to the point where I didn't have a passion for this shit no more, right? Because I was doing this shit all year round, nigga. It was every day I was doing something for 10 years, nigga. And it made sense too, right? When you saw how he played on the field, why he was so much better than everybody else. He did shit when everybody else was playing games, right? Same thing with folks like Kobe and Michael Jordan. They was doing shit while everybody else was bullshitting. They was doing shit. And that shit counted. In them days, in them games, to where you needed just something to go your favor and go your way, that work you was putting in when everybody was bullshitting, bro, it played out for you, not them. And then folks don't understand, okay, how in the fuck you got this so-called luck? It wasn't even luck. It's what they had built up prior to all that, right? It was just based on spirituality. I know how spirituality works. Spirituality, spirits, ancestors, whoever you want to call on, they actually gave you that particular respect and grace because of what you've done prior to this compared to your opponent who took the day off. I just wish some of this shit was taught like in school or in church, and people stop sugarcoating and bullshitting people. Like, it's like you purposely don't want nobody to actually get to a certain point because they will pose a threat to you. So you telling them half-ass truths, man, and yet they going by it and they swearing by the shit. We talking about they putting their life on the line, man, swearing about this shit, and the shit's not correct. It got to be something you do every fucking day. That's the key to this shit. It's something you have to commit to doing every fucking day, man. What up, sweetheart? What up, Mahogany? How you doing? It got to be some shit that you're going to be consistent in doing every day, and it ain't supposed to be too much. It ain't supposed to last that long, right? So what I've been doing on a daily basis, it takes me no more than 3 or 4 minutes, if anything, 2 minutes to do. But the shit hurt and it's hard. You get what I'm saying? But I do it every day. And the progress, not just physical progress, we're talking about just mental progress and things playing into the favor of me when I'm on the road or when I'm just looking at just money or things I've been wanting to do. I can see where I can be and what I could do in a couple of months, not years. But it's on me though. That's the fairness of life. Is life tell you it's on you. Whether you do this or you don't, right? It was on you. You can't really complain if things don't go for you. Because if you telling me you somebody who's not going to put in this type of work, since we know the world we live in is all about putting in some work, man, in something. If you telling me you just not going to put in this type of work, but you expecting certain results, then you cannot be mad when the ones who actually put in that type of grind and work, and yet they get shit that you've been wanting to get, and you know you don't deserve it, because if you compare yourself to this person based on work ethic, nigga, your ass gonna lose. And you're gonna be disappointed, or you're gonna have your spirit broke, man. That's the cold part about that, man. What up, Love Wisdom? How you doing? Good morning. It took me to be damn near 39 years old to understand that as much as I breathe every day, I don't take no days off breathing. My heartbeat, as of right now while I'm living, haven't took no days off beating, right? And I get around based on those two things. Those are the two most important things to me and to you. So when it comes down to other things I've been wanting to do and wanting to get, why I don't apply the same wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that if I breathe and if my heart beating every day, that it gotta be something else I do every day too. No ifs, ands, or buts, to get somewhere. To get to the places I want to get to in life, man. People be underestimating the power of consistency because of what? Laziness, dog. I understand that, right? We all have lazy moments, nigga. We have things that we go through to where we don't give a fuck about nothing or nobody. And we like, nigga, all right, man, I'm gonna either gain the weight, get fat, or I'm gonna goddamn go to sleep and try to sleep this shit off, man. Or I'm gonna fuck around and just be broke and just complain and cry about it and not do shit about it. It's like we've all had those moments to where we gonna blame everybody except ourselves, man. The moment you take the power back into your own hands, dog, and realize, yeah, you can be spiritual, you can be religious, you can be all about God. I'm not knocking whatever you believe in, but at the end of the day, it's all about what you put in. And it's like the church don't tell us this shit. What up? The church don't tell us this shit, man. No days off, man. Pick your passion and work on it every day, but don't overdo it. Do something. Do it every day though. Whether it's, let's say, 50 push-ups. That's what I've been doing. That's what I do now every day. Let's say 50 push-ups, right? Every day. Not 500, 50. You see niggas on YouTube doing 500. I'm not fit to do no 500 push-ups a day. Now, I might do it later on, but right now, it's a minimum of 50, right? That's just that, right? Whatever it is you do physically, you have to say, I'm going to do this. It's going to take me no more than about 5 minutes to do it. And when you realize in a 24-hour period that the 5 minutes ain't shit, you'll see yourself doing it every day, man. The thing that got me discouraged a long time ago, let's say when it comes to working out and exercising and all that kind of stuff, the part that got me discouraged was I'm thinking I got to do, let's say, a bunch of reps or something, right? I got to do a whole lot of reps. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, yo, that's good if you can do 500 reps or something, bro. That's cool. But are you going to be able to do that every day? Hell to goddamn no. I'm not going to be able to do 500 reps or something every day. For the rest of my life, right? We're talking about for the rest of your life. Hell nah, man. No, you're not. Can you do something 50? Yo. Can you get on a treadmill, for instance, right? And walk on a treadmill for 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes may seem short for a treadmill, right? But you get on a bicycle and ride it for 5 minutes every day. And let that shit build up. Before you know it, the whole year done went by. And you done this every day. Not just doing physical activities. We talking about, see, any little other thing that you like doing that you building a momentum, right? Just so in the future when you need something to go in your favor, you're going to have it. You're going to have this shit going in your favor. And people going to say you lucky. And they're not going to understand that, man, you done some shit that everybody else ain't did prior to this. So now when it's time for you to pay, you can pay. Other folks can't pay. They empty, nigga, you full. Mahogany say, she say, what I found out is that sometimes, man, life throws a monkey wrench. For example, I've never had a weight problem, but then I got in a car accident and tore my back. I had surgery and couldn't exercise. Life was hard sometimes. I just take it one day. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that, right? And I think when it comes to life, we all can, you know, good people can experience bad things and bad people experience good things, right? You know, I was telling my mother a while back, I say, you know what? You guys some of the most dirtiest people, the most evilest people who can actually be rich, right? So we think that having a bunch of money means that we done something good in life, right? And being able to live a certain lifestyle means that we are good people. And then you look at the real good people and they don't live that lifestyle. For some reason, the real good people don't come across a large sum of money in their life. So I'm like, okay, is money evil? Is money bad, right? I mean, money has been more associated with bad people, right, or bad things, but anybody can get their hands on it. It's just what you want to do to get your hands on it, right? Ain't got nothing to do with you praying. Ain't got shit to do with you being a good person, man. Like, for real. Nah, you ain't got to be a good person. I think that's what holds a lot of us as black people back, thinking that we got to be good and get good things instead of saying, nah, this is all about what you work for. Just me driving trucks per se, right? I've been able to stack up enough money, more money that I've ever had working other jobs, right? This has been the job right here at this point to where I've been able to accumulate a lot of money. Now, am I a good person? I don't know about all that. Am I a bad person? I don't know. I always let people judge that, right? All I know is that I've been thankful to be safe and be around other truckers that's been safe too. And other vehicles have been safe, right? But the most important thing is the work I done put in. Like, you put the work in and you get the results. And you know what? What's crazy about the results, right? And when you put the work in and the results come, it don't feel like result. It don't feel like rewards. It don't feel like something was given to you, man. And I think that's another thing about life that we was lied about, man. We was lied about when you would get your reward that it ain't gonna feel as good as your ass thought it would, right? And what I'm saying is this is what I'm saying when I say this shit. I'm saying that all the work you to put in, things come with that. So eventually you like, well, damn, I can't even enjoy that because it goes with this shit. So let's say if I drive a bunch of miles and I get paid for it, I'm like, man, I done drove a bunch of miles, dog. Like, I don't feel like this, even though this could be a lot enough for any other person, but I'm like, man, I done drove a whole lot of miles for this shit, man. What the fuck? Like, I don't feel the same. I don't feel the same way as I would feel if somebody just gave me some shit. You see what I'm saying? So let's just say, man, your boy, what up, Red Hazel Green? What up? Let's just say I drive 2,800 miles a week. Now, a lot of people don't do that, right? So I'm working for a company now, man, but let's just say I get my own truck and trailer. And the money still, it increases tremendously compared to what I'm getting now, right? But I'm still, for some reason, not gonna feel like somebody just gave me that shit. It won't be oh shit, somebody just gave me all this goddamn money. Oh my God, I'm about to go and fuck it off, right? I would still feel like, man, I had to drive a whole lot of miles to get this shit, dog. And I guess when it's time for me to enjoy it, I know how to keep it and not gonna really want to spend it. But on the right things, right? Like what I thought I would spend this kind of money on, it's not even that at this point, bro. Like, let's say, take this shit back when I was in my 20s. And let's just say if I had whatever I have now, I've been to waste that shit. That's the mindset was, right? Wasting the shit. Now, I'm like, man, I done worked my ass off of this shit. I'm not finna waste this shit. What the fuck? What the hell? I don't know, man. You understand what I'm saying when I say this kind of shit, dog? It's like, fuck being good, fuck being bad, right? It's all about the work you put in. And when the work you put in, the results is not going to really even match the work. You going to feel like, nigga, I supposed to been got that shit. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't shit. And it's not like you taking it for granted. It's just more like the work you put in, you going to still feel like, man, this is not going to make me feel like I done did anything because I know what I had to do to get this. And this might seem a lot to a lot of other people, but it's not really hitting on shit for me. But it doesn't mean I'm not grateful. It means that I understand that in order for me to continue to get this, I got to put a certain type of work in. And the work is not going to be easy. And it's not going to really be fun. So when you see a lot of rich ass people, or let's say people who done got it from the mud, right? And they really lay back and chill, and they not overly hype, and they not overly down, they even kill, as a matter of fact. And you wonder, why, how in the fuck, man, this person can have all that, and they not excited. They not just reckless with it, bro. Like, they just not throwing it up in the air and shit and letting everybody goddamn catch it, right? And I feel that way now. And people saying, look, man, I thought I would do that, man, at one point, but when you actually get it and realize what you have to do to get it, your ass ain't gonna do all, you ain't gonna do all that. And maybe it's good for a person to get what they need to get when they older, just so them young people, them thrills of young people can get out your system, because now you can be more mature and know how to handle that shit. If that makes sense to you. But you being consistent. You not wasting the shit. You building the shit, right? But your work ethic and the fact that you got to put work in, it got you grounded and humble to where you can stay consistent at it, because you see where you can be. But even when you get there, you're going to look and say, man, goddamn, I'm up 100-some thousand, but I just don't feel like I am up. I don't know what the hell, if I make my first million, nigga, I just don't feel like, this is not what I thought it would feel like. Yeah, dog, yeah, man, that's the crazy part about all this shit, man. It's the fact that your ass, you can attract good things coming in your life, but you got to know it's going to be some bullshit with it. And it can be some good bullshit. It's what you put yourself through. Like, the good things coming in your life going to come with you not feeling like it's going to be enough or it's not enough. And I think that feeling must be something you have to go through just so you won't ever get complacent and be stuck. Once you realize the work you put in on a regular basis, that the shit you getting, yeah, you know you deserve it, man. And can't nobody tell you you don't. And you know it's still not enough, man, because of the work you done put in to your mind and to your understanding. It's like, this shit hurt, bro. This shit wasn't easy. This shit didn't feel good, man. Even though you sitting on some shit that the majority of people will kill you for, man, right? But you like, man, look, I don't feel like I thought I would feel, man. And maybe that's what's going to keep me going. Is I swear to God, I thought you make it this amount of money, you can low-key retire and shit, nigga. And I'm like, hell no. And I'm listening to 21 Savage saying, he's saying, why in the fuck rich people don't just sit down and just retire with all that money? They always going to work. These niggas got billions and shit, always going to work. Because they don't feel like they got billions. When you doing workouts on a regular basis, as of right now, I look at myself, I see the difference around my stomach area, around my arms. I see the difference, but I just don't feel like I thought I would feel. I'm looking like, man, all this shit I was doing, and this is what I'm getting. Which I'm thankful, but it's like, it takes for me to do this type of work to get this shit. And you don't feel like you getting enough of it. That's crazy, man. Tampa Supreme say, Rule, you enjoying your 30s more than your 20s. Man, I'm looking forward to my 40s, man, as a matter of fact. My 30s been a decade of me just either growing the fuck up, right? Righting a lot of wrongs from my 20s and shit in my younger years. And it's been a lot, like some sacrifice, real sacrifice, right? Like a lot of things I've been wanting to do. I told myself when I first hit 30, and this was December 3rd, 2015. And I remember the first day I hit 30, I said, look, man, this might be a decade I might have to sacrifice for my 40s. And goddamn it, it's playing out the way I imagined. But not like that, though. So I'm looking forward to my 40s and 50s. My 30s, it took for my 30s to be the sacrifice for me to enjoy 40s and 50s the way I want to and still understand what I need to do. Now, if I tell, let's say, people in my family, of course, right now, people not going to want to listen to somebody saying, look, this shit might take about 10 years, right? I don't think nobody want to hear 10 years, nigga, at any given point in their life. Even though I tell a young man, look, bro, put in some work for about 10 years, man. Something you got to do for 10 years, man. And stay focused on that shit. And you're going to see it. It's going to make sense. We talking about if you getting it out the mud. We're not talking about somebody giving you shit. 10-year grind, dog. And I think that's just what the most pragmatic thing in life is to understand. It's a 10-year grind, bro. It's not 5 years. I mean, as I'm seeing now, if you do it every day, nigga, that shit might be 3, 4, 5 years, though, man. I'm not going to put it past you making your mind up that you're going to do something every goddamn day that your ass won't be, you know, further than everybody else within 3 to 4 years, man. I'd be lying my ass off if I said that shit. Because I'm seeing now within just 2 months of me doing something on an everyday basis compared to, let's say, the last 2.5, 3 years of me doing it off and on 3 or 4 days out the week. And now I'm doing it, it's like every day. I'm like, man, shit done got tightened up. And I'm like, why in the hell I just didn't learn this shit when I was younger? We talking about catching the momentum, catching a wave, right? That no one can break. You catching a wave. This life is all about catching a wave, man. And stand on top of that shit. So you dig yourself out the hole, doing something every day, every day, every day. And things start falling into your favor, going into your favor. And once you get out that hole, you got to keep that shit going after you kind of start getting what you want. Seeing the things that you've been wanting to see, you keep going with this shit. You don't ever get satisfied. Why can't people understand we will never be satisfied, dog? When I hear men say, man, these women never satisfied. You know what? Women are the true testament of life, right? Women are the true litmus test of life, right? They the true people that you can actually look and see how the life is going and how life is flowing. You can look at the average woman and can tell, she'll tell you exactly what everybody else is thinking and what they feeling. Now you got some women now who got to the point where they actually is good at keeping shit quiet, but they can't hold shit in too long, right? They'll tell you if it's cold or if it's hot. They'll tell you. You'll know whether it's happening now or it's gonna happen in the future. I've always, like my mother, when she used to have a little hot flash and stuff like that, right? And she'll have, listen, man, it'll be cold in a motherfucker, bro, in the house when we was young. And it'd be cold outside, man. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the hell is this about, bro? What's she doing? She going through menopause. All right, cool. But what is she telling us? My grandmama would have the heat on, the space heat on in the summertime, bro. And we had got so used to this shit. And I'm like, what the hell these women are telling us by? It's like, this shit does make sense. Love, wisdom. Like, listen to what I'm saying, how crazy this shit sounds. When you understand a woman and understand that you get to know a woman, get in tune with a woman, how she gonna either foresee either your future or foresee the weather. She gonna foresee shit just based on what's going on now, right? A reason why I mentioned my mother making it so cold when it was cold outside when he was little and shit, and my grandmama had the heat on when it's hot outside, because that makes the most goddamn sense. If it's motherfucking goddamn cold outside, it need to be cold on the inside, right? Or if it's hot outside, it need to be hot on the inside. What the hell are we doing? So what they foreseeing? Okay, the weather. It's cold on the inside because it's gonna have to get cold, quote unquote, to us as boys in the goddamn spring and the summer. It's like they already, it's like the women already is there before we catch up as men. The same way how these women birth every goddamn body, for instance, right? They birth everybody, boys and girls, right? So you've already been informed before you even come out into the world. It's like women already be before their time, bro, as I'm looking at it. Why am I saying this shit? Why am I saying this shit, man? I'm not saying nothing crazy, man. I'm just saying, why am I saying this shit? Because this kind of shit we should have learned when we was young, dog, to look at women. Look at the women, right? And they'll tell you a lot of shit. And they're not going to be able to fucking around hide it from you. Look at them. Fuck what they say, per se. Look at what they react to, how they respond to shit, and then know either it's going to foresee what you going to do or it's going to put you behind on a lot of shit, man. You can't ignore what women are going through naturally. So the consistency of women, as I see, a lot of men don't adopt that, man. I could say women are more consistent than men, bro. Men don't adopt that understanding from a lot of women until they too old, like me and shit. And I don't feel like I'm old like that, but goddamn, why in the fuck I didn't understand this shit when I was young? I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I really don't. I'm supposed to learn this shit when I was young, man. We supposed to learn this shit when we were young, bro. I'm just talking, my nigga. So, like, just let your boy talk, man. I'm just talking some shit, bro. We supposed to learn this shit when we was young, my nigga. I'm just thinking about why my mom and grandmother would do that. And it makes so much sense, bro, as you get older, that, man, they was foreseeing things. They felt it beforehand. We didn't understand. We thought they was trying to torture our ass, bro. And when you got a bad understanding about life, you think that people who feel things and yet they above or before at the time, you thinking that they trying to torture you by either putting knowledge on you or putting their experience on you, right? And I just don't understand why in the hell I didn't learn this shit when I was young, that that's not the case. You got some people who just know things and they actually go through shit and they experience things before you, and yet it's something for you to learn, nigga, and not dismiss it. And being consistent is something that we should have learned, man, from women. I don't think men For people who I hear people say things like the men, right? The men. You learn, boys supposed to learn from men. I'm like, nah, nigga. In that case, we would have been birthed from men. Like the men would have birthed boys and the women would have birthed girls, right? What I'm saying, you can learn a lot of shit from women. Consistency is one. You listening, my nigga. Get out the male ego, out the male chauvinist ego, and just look at what's in front of you. The reason why I can say you learn consistency from women because let's just say when they are giving birth, right, or when they going through their pregnancy phase, they don't take no days off of that, man. So that's an everyday thing for them. We can take days off as men. We can actually get away from their ass for days, right? But a baby's being grown in them every day. The same way how you breathe every day and your heart beat every day. So a woman being pregnant with a boy or a girl, she's being consistent in gestating a baby every day. No days off. She's nurturing a baby every day. The womb is consistent. What up, y'all? Big J, Rosie, what up? Learn these things, man. And then when you learn that, you'll now start looking at yourself and say, you know what? I got to do some shit every day too, bro. I have to do something that's on the same level of me breathing every day because it's the reason why I've been behind. Fuck taking a day off, man. Now, what I'm going to do is do something less than 5 goddamn minutes a day. And just make it in your mind that you're going to do this shit for the rest of your life and you ain't finna die no time soon. And you won't be able to make no excuse and cry about why your life going the way it's going because you confused. It's because simply you haven't caught a wave. You haven't caught momentum. I'm gonna say this shit, man. I want the women and the men, I want y'all to hear me. See, women don't like sports. Women, y'all don't like sports, bro. But if you look at sports, man, sports show you what happens when a team, when they build, let's say, when they go from losing to winning and how they stay together and how they never got discouraged, right, from losing and learning, right? They learn through losing and yet they build a wave based on going through the trial and error phases of getting their ass kicked. And then they start learning how to not getting their ass kicked and they start kicking their ass, right? And then eventually you have to transcend that to another level because now, do you compete for a championship? You got to now. Y'all the same group of people, been going through this shit too fucking long, and now you telling me y'all not gonna compete for a title? Gabe Bay say, just like Rude never had solid men in his life, right? All you were left with were women. Okay. I should be back now. I done said all that shit. Y'all say, I know Gabe was good for something, man. I know you had to be good for something, nigga. So that whole time I was muted, I forgot when people call, I gotta refresh it and come back. So y'all hear me now? All right. I'm looking like, goddamn, the numbers dropping. What the fuck? What's going down, man? All right, I should be back, man. I should be goddamn me back, man. Y'all let me know if y'all hear something, man. Hey, people got coming. Give me a new motherfucking tire, man, cause I'm fucked up. Hey, man, I can't keep going if y'all know nobody say, look, we hear you now, nigga. Can somebody say, look, Rue, we hear your ass, bro. We hear you, nigga. I mean, goddamn. All right, I'm gonna stop crying, man. Appreciate that, Candy Cane. Thank you. I was about to start crying. I swear. Get into my. So look, what I was saying, man. I was I took that call, and I forgot to refresh on my way back in. What I'm saying is that I'm listening to y'all girl Princella, right? Princella is saying, look, when you see a man who's focused, he's on his purpose, he can't be rattled. He ain't wavering on shit, right? He got a plan. He's executing the plans. He's seeing results. He handling his business. That nigga is operating in his feminine energy, right? And I can somewhat agree, because when it comes down to being masculine versus being feminine, it's two different things, right? That can be applied, right, to a gender, depending on where you at, right? Depending on what situation you in, you're not wrong for tapping into it. Now, this is no homosexual shit, man. We ain't talking about no gay shit. We talking about when it's time for a woman to be masculine, she got to be masculine. When it's time for a man to be feminine, he got to be feminine. And when we talking about how he go about doing things, not acting like a punk, not her acting like a dyke. We talking about you actually saying, okay, I got to handle something. I got to taking care of business, right? Using the strength, let's say force, strength, brute strength, right? Brawn. That's masculine shit. But you carefully planning things out, right? To the point where you actually being strategic. You being smart. You weighing the options, the pros and cons, right? You doing all that. That's feminine stuff. I give you that. That makes sense. I give you that, bro. I give you that, man. Most definitely. Give you that. Being consistent, yes, man. I'm telling you guys, man. Tap into women. Women will show you how to be consistent, bro, because they naturally are consistent whether they want to or not. It's like for us to ignore that thing that we got a leg up over them because we stronger, that don't really mean shit, because you got women around who every day they show you that they do some shit that they don't really be want to do all the time, but they do it, and they tend to get places that we don't necessarily go, right? Women, from what we see, the women that we see, right? They put up with a lot of shit on a consistent basis, right? And whether we acknowledge how strong they are, fuck the physical, right? Yeah, you can overpower a woman, right? But we talking about just simply how strong they are when it comes to how they go by handling business, bro. They got us beat, because a lot of men, they'll run if they feel any little pain or if they feel any stress. They'll run from the situation, man. And you got a lot of women have been forced to have to deal with that shit. That's when consistency really matters, is when you are faced with some shit you don't really want to deal with, when you are tired, when you're fucking tired, but you got to keep going and shit. And I know men, black men for sure, when they get tired of something, they go. In case in point, when Gabe A, right? Gabe A was letting it be known, right, that, you know, on bomb shit, that when shit get too hard for him, he gonna run, right? I mean, but he not the only one who feel that way though. See, he not gonna get nothing like that in life running every time some shit get hard, man. Or when it's some shit for him to handle as a man, he don't want to handle the shit because he want to live a soft life like a woman says she want to live, right? What I'm giving you example of niggas like the Gabe A's of the world, they not gonna put their hands on a goddamn thing. The women will. They not gonna solve, Gabe A, they not gonna solve shit around them, right? The women are gonna solve things around them. So when women get things that Gabe wish he can get, and he wonder, why in the fuck I'm not getting that? Because at any given time you dealing with some type of adversity, your ass gonna run. You fold. You look for a woman to come and bail your ass out. You don't want to tap into your feminine, dog, and solve this shit, right? And then you use your masculine to enforce this shit, man. You don't want to do that. Motherfuckers don't want to do that, my nigga. They don't want to do no shit like that, bro. They don't. They don't want to be consistent, man. The black man don't want to be consistent, man. That's why the black man don't want to go nowhere. That's why he don't get nowhere. He think he deserve the world. The nigga ass don't deserve shit. He don't put in the work that the women put in. You ain't learning from the women around you. You think it's gay to learn from women around you. It ain't gay, nigga. Or am I tripping? I'm just trying to see, am I fucking tripping right about now, nigga? Am I tripping when I say that we done missed out on a lot of shit as men because we just didn't learn from the very people that we think we bigger and stronger than? You learn shit from everybody around you, really, but the women, for sure, will show you how to build something, let's say how to keep it going, even the times you don't want to do it. The women will show you how to still get it done during the times that your ass don't want to get it done. Now, I got to give you that, man, respectfully as a woman. I got to give you that and say, you know what, from my mother and grandmother to the women I've been around, it's like y'all do put up with shit. Y'all deal with shit that y'all don't want to deal with, that's hard to deal with, that's difficult to deal with, and y'all do it. And y'all do it because it got to get done. And in return, you happen to be doing a whole lot better than the nigga that you be fucking with, man. But see, the men don't want to adopt that mindset from you. Why? Because they think that when shit get fucked up, it's supposed to be other things, other people supposed to come and fix that shit for them. They not gonna put their hands on the ground, their feet on the ground, and do nothing. They gonna fuck around and go and let everybody. It's to the point now where niggas gonna let these children and women only deal with the problems of the black community. So how the fuck a nigga like a Brownsville gonna tell me, for instance, right? How Brownsville gonna tell me that the black community is not a matriarchy? He still can't explain that. He want to argue and say that's because of failed leadership from the black men. I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what it's about, right? It's failed leadership, lack of consistency from black men, the fact that black men are incompetent to a lot of things, right? And like I said, the very few black men who got a clue, who understand what needs to be done, is very slim. We talking about less than 3%, like I told Brownsville on Bomb Channel. He asked me, how many black men, what's the percentage of black men you think is ambitious? I said, nigga, less than 3%. You got niggas in chat talking about Brownsville, I know you ain't let that nigga get away with that. How you gonna let that nigga disparage black men like that? How in the fuck am I disparaging something when I'm speaking the goddamn truth about it? Y'all know what I'm saying is true when it comes to consistency, when it comes to problem solving, when it comes to planning things that you know, being ambitious. You know, less than 3%, less than 2% of black men is that. Everybody else, 97, 98% of black men are either lazy, incompetent, inferior, always making excuses and shit like that. Don't believe in themselves, man. Scary than a motherfucker, dog. Scared, dog. So they won't do shit because they get comfortable in seeing other people around them not doing shit. So therefore, they don't feel the need to do a goddamn thing, right? That's black men for you. So how in the fuck am I blaspheming when I say some shit like that? I can't. How in the fuck can a nigga say this is not a goddamn matriarchy when we see it's been black women who've been the backbone of this shit, right? And they've been the glue and everything, all the staples, all the important things that you need to operate and run this goddamn machine. That's what black women and black women have been in the black community. The black man ain't nowhere near it, right? So let me give you an example of what I mean about how important the black woman has been to the black community. And I don't care if a nigga like that or not, bro. When you look at these trucks look at these vehicles we're looking at, right? The most important thing on a vehicle is what? It's the engine. The starter, the engine. That's the most important thing first and foremost, right? But then even with that starter, the engine, right? The shit not going to be going if you don't have other things in play, right? The next important thing from what I see in messing with these trucks, dealing with these trucks and dealing with these cars, man, the next important thing on a vehicle is the tires. And my tire's about to be replaced when this man come through in about 30 minutes, right? I'm trying to see if you equate that to the black woman or the black community. The black woman has been the engine and she's been the tire so far. We talking about this century for sure, right? These 25 years we've been in this century, it's the black woman been the engine and she's been the tires, right? The next important thing on a vehicle for what I see would be what? As I look at the goddamn vehicle. The body. Okay, I give the body of the vehicle. That's important. Now, I'm not trying to get into all to the different things up under the hood, right? We said the engine. Yes, we know the engine and anything that goes with the engine. We know that, right? Cool. The tires. Yes, the tires, right? The body. Now what? The windshield, the goddamn lights. We just going based on when it's raining and cold or snowing, the windshield wipers are important. When it's nighttime, you need the lights. You can't drive at night without the lights. And the cars must be driven also at night. They have to have the light, right? So the lights, the windshield wipers, the windshield, the windows, all that, right? I'm just looking at just from top priority to least priority, right? And I'm just trying to see, you equate that to the black community. Where is the black man in that regard? Like, what part of the vehicle is the black man? What important part of the vehicle is the goddamn black man to where we can say, you know what? The black woman might be the engine, but we the tires. Hell no, we ain't the fucking tires, bro. We're not the tires, my nigga. We're not the body. This century, we ain't been consistent enough to be a goddamn thing on the vehicle, the black community vehicle, bro. We are not the engine. We're not the starter. We're not the tires. We're not the body. We ain't the motherfucking lights. We ain't the windshield or the windshield wipers, my nigga. And even if you want to come from an outside perspective and say, okay, well, we may not be none of that, but we are at least the fuel. Now, is the black man, anybody in the chat room believe that the black man would be the fuel? You the gas, nigga? Are you the gas? That's what I'm saying. This is all fucked up, man, because we supposed to be something of importance to the vehicle of the black community. And we are none of that shit. We're not even a motherfucking fuel. You say, what do you call the thing on back getting drugged along? All right, you got you talking about a truck, right? You got, it's the fifth wheel, the plate, right? It's the plate, but the little kingpin that we hooked the plate when we back into the trailer and we connected. It's the kingpin, which is steeled. It's steeled into the, that's the reason why these trucks, the trailers will never leave the truck, man, unless we release it. Cause like if the trailer flip over, the truck gonna flip over, man. Cause that shit is right there on it. Now, what I'm saying, I mean, you want to go based on, we can go based on the trailer. I mean, are we the trailer, bro? Because the trailer is just as important as a truck when it comes down to like truck driving, right? The trailer is probably more important than the truck because fuck the truck if you ain't got the trailer with things being shipped, right? So even the foundation of the actual trailer, whether it's a flatbed or a drive van like you see in front of me, right? I'm trying to see are we the trailer? Are we the thing that, the very thing that, people load things into and we can have a truck to carry it to somewhere? Cause that would be important if we actually could say, you know what, we the trailer, bro. And yeah, we get loaded up and we go from here and we go from that. But nigga, are we the goddamn trailer? We're not the trailer, bro. We're not. We're no parts of the vehicle, man. The black woman got all the parts of the vehicle, of the community, bro. I'm equating her role and her importance to the vehicle, or any vehicle. I'm just going based on truck driving, just because I'm driving trucks, man. All right? And what I'm saying is that how in the fuck, man, can a nigga tell me we not in a matriarchy? Yeah, other folks can be patriarchy, bro, but the black man is in a matriarchy, bro. And of course, women, I don't think black women like that shit. I think they just have to do their part because the black man ain't gonna do shit. So like, what do you do now? Do you just sit here and wait for niggas? This is what I'm telling people on Bomb Cherry shit. I'm like, look, do y'all sit here and just wait for niggas your whole life, man? Because you want to be with a black man that bad, bro? That don't make no sense, though. After a while, when you see in your generation, it just, the shit might not happen the way you think it will happen. And you supposed to sacrifice your happiness for who again? And for what? Why black women sacrificing what they need to do just so they can bring a nigga in with them, just so they can prove to everybody that they not going against their race and outside their race and shit, right? That they just loyal to black. I hear you. We heard you, man. No one ever said you're not loyal, right? But what happens when your team keep on losing, my nigga? What do you do now when you just can never get a winning season? All the women, I equate women to cheerleaders, bro, in high school and middle school. We talking about girls been cheerleading for black boys back from Little League, man. Little League, right? Little League basketball, Little League football, right? They been cheerleading for niggas, bro. We was playing middle school football, and then we had about 7, 8 girls was cheering for us, man. They been cheering for boys, man. They come out. The boys who are playing varsity football and basketball, the school come out. If this team is winning, look, you ever been to a football game, my nigga, and you see a team who's competing, a black school that's competing, bro, everybody come out. They repping, my nigga. But in the case of the black community, black women can't come out with their jerseys and shit and with their pom-poms and when they motherfucking goddamn all their paraphernalia and shit cheering for the black man because the black man not even fucking in the game. He's not even in the game, let alone being in the game and losing. The nigga not even in the game, bro. It's one thing to be in the game and y'all just having some losing seasons, but yeah, we see you niggas will suit up and y'all will get out there and fucking compete. You niggas ain't trying to compete on shit, bro. Not even trying to go to the game. And the black women go to the goddamn game, right? And they looking like, where the fuck black men at? They see white men, they see Arab men, Jewish men, they see Russian men, Asian men. They see all other races of men out here on the field the same way how the NFL and the NBA, everybody got their team. And the teams we see, right, in the NFL, the MLB, baseball, and in basketball, the NBA, right? You got some major cities don't have a team. And they end up having to pull for another goddamn team, right? So let's say teams, cities like Louisville, Kentucky, right? I like Louisville, right? Y'all know I like Louisville. Don't have an NBA team or NFL team. They got a college football team. They got a college basketball team. Louisville Cardinals. That's who they rep, right? Columbus, Ohio, right? The capital. They don't have a NFL or NBA team. They got a Ohio State, and they got pride in Ohio State, right? So, but when it come down to the NFL or the NBA, they got to pull for either the Cincinnati Bengals or the goddamn Cleveland Browns or the Cleveland goddamn Guardians or the Cincinnati Reds and shit, bro. They don't have no other team. Then you got some teams, some cities like Cincinnati, who got a baseball team and a football team, but they don't got a goddamn basketball team. So what I'm saying, they got to pull for other shit. And what I'm saying, when it comes down to black women, when it comes to black men, is no football team, no basketball team, no baseball team, no nothing. And these women are sitting here having to deal with niggas not trying to form a motherfucking team for them to go and rep. But yet the black women still don't want to go and rep for the next best thing. Why? I'm asking you why. Because other cities do this shit, Candy Cane. Other cities who don't have major sports teams, they rep other teams and shit, right? Like Des Moines, Iowa and shit. Be repping the Kansas City Chiefs. You get what I'm saying? Or some parts of Kansas represent the Denver Broncos or the Denver Nuggets. Or just some parts of, let's say if it's Kansas, Cheyenne, Wyoming for sure represent the Denver Nuggets and Denver Broncos. I'm saying if black women are Cheyenne, Wyoming, or Dayton, Ohio, or Columbus, Ohio, or Louisville, Kentucky, right? If you know you are a major fucking city, you're a major entity, right? You can rep the next best thing, though, because the black man, obviously, when it comes to us, the black man is not trying to establish shit for you to come and rep. Niggas ain't trying to establish the shit, my nigga. They not, man. And we wasting time, my nigga. There's no consistency. Now, I started off with the working out, and I'm looking at just being productive and progressing in life. And I'm like, when do the black man get a clue and wake the fuck up so the people around can rep? This is the reason why if a nigga like a Gabe A don't understand why black women rep the dope boy and the jacker and the robber and the gang member and all that, because it's something. It's like, god damn, nigga, if you more qualified niggas came with something for them to rep that's more positive than they would, because at this point, black women would rep any goddamn thing because you niggas ain't trying to do shit. So let's say you gonna say Gabe A, niggas like you gonna say, all black women want to represent is these fucking Pookie and Ray Ray niggas out here shooting and killing and gang banging and robbing and selling dope and all that, right? But at least with that, let's say at least with the dope dealing, which I don't agree with, but at least with the dope dealing and the robbing, if you got niggas bringing that shit back and you got women and children that's benefiting off that shit, what the fuck do you expect for a woman to do when a Gabe A, a nigga talking about he's in tech and he's supposed to be in the upper echelon of society, which we know is a goddamn lie, right? What do women is supposed to do when the Gabe A saying, I wouldn't dare do a goddamn thing for these women, right? When Gabe A see that women still fuck with me, even though the fucked up thing I did when I was a kid, but me trying to be productive and me understanding the concept of being a goddamn man and showing people on YouTube, well, this is what Rue is knowing he's doing now. He done flipped this shit around from being one way. Now we see Rue doing something different, and a lot of people can benefit, not in a major way, but in a way of getting through some hard times or whatnot, right? Rue know how to step up and get a lot of people through some shit. He know how to look out when he got it. He know how to take care of the business, right? And you got the ones who don't want y'all fucking with me, when they're coming and replace me and say, you know what Rue do, I do that shit. You ask fucking Gabe A, would he break bread with any woman on YouTube, for instance, right? On some manhood shit. We talking about the women who been fucking with him, who know him, who been rocking with him. Will he look out and take care of them respectfully? Dog, he'll be like, hell the motherfucker, no, I would never do that. And not just him. A lot of these niggas in the space would say, I'd never take care of none of these hoes on this bitch. Hell the fuck no. But at the same time, you gonna say that these women shouldn't fuck with a nigga who would, right? Because the nigga who would don't fit what you believe as a standard of certain manhood shit, right? You think Rue, you think the drug dealer, you think these niggas don't supposed to get a certain level of respect, but then the ones who supposed to get the respect, they never step the fuck up and say, you know what, I'm gonna make sure you ain't got to go to a nigga like Rue or a drug dealing ass nigga. You ain't got to go to them niggas for shit. Love Wisdom say, right, I tell black women, move on to a team that respects you, man, stop pouring and room for right. It's not even a team, Love Wisdom. The black man is not even a team. I can see if he, listen, we know how people still support their losing team, bro. Everybody don't win. Everybody not competing. You got folks who are rebuilding, right? We talking about the Texans was losing at one point. Now they rebuilding. Now they starting to compete, right? So we know that a fan base will ride with their team, their home team, no matter what. I'm saying when you don't got a goddamn team, Love Wisdom. Oh, hell no, John Analyst. He sent the FBI to your house. The fuck? To Love Wisdom. When I'm saying Love Wisdom, I'm talking about, it's one thing if we had a football, basketball, baseball team, and y'all, the women can say we're going to go and watch our boys play the same way how y'all did when we was in high school and shit, right? The same thing how y'all did when people was in college, and you got these black boys going to these major schools and they out there playing their ass off, and how everybody, white folks, everybody going to go rep. The HBCU, y'all going to Jackson State, you're going to Mississippi goddamn Valley, you going to Texas Southern, Prairie View, you going to rep Grambling, Southern, you going out here to FAMU, Howard, Hampton, you going out here, right? Morgan State, you going out here to rep. When you see a team is competing, and if they lose, all right, they lose. People lose, right? But the fact that you are a team and you went out there and you fought, all right, that's where we at, bro. And we're gonna learn how to win. The cheering, enough support, gonna make these niggas eventually gonna have to say, you know what, we gotta win for them, bro, because we can't keep having a bunch of black women and a whole bunch of people coming to rep us, nigga, and we steady getting our ass whooped, bro. How in the fuck we losing games and shit when we could have won that game, bro? When I'm saying Love Wisdom, ain't no motherfucking goddamn, ain't no team. So, like I gave the example of Cheyenne, Wyoming, and Louisville, Kentucky, and Columbus, Ohio. These some major cities, though, shit, but they ain't got no major sports teams, so they got to rep the next best team. Columbus got to rep Cleveland or Cincinnati, man, right? Louisville got to represent fucking Indianapolis or Cincinnati or motherfucking goddamn, what's that? Nashville, right? That's who they repping. Or in case of them, the Louisville Cardinals and shit, they university. Cheyenne, Wyoming, got to rep Denver. Toledo, Ohio, got to rep some Detroit shit. Richmond, Virginia, right? These are major cities, but they got to rep Washington, D.C. teams and shit, right? And when I'm saying black women, you want to be a cheerleader for the nigga because you want to prove that you loyal to that nigga because you don't want nobody to think that your ass is a race traitor and shit, but your motherfucking race ain't giving you nothing to goddamn motherfucking stay with. And I'm starting to look at black women and say, well, maybe y'all don't want to do shit neither, though, because you really ain't got no motherfucking excuse to get on. Like, even when I was talking shit to goddamn PhD Diva that day, right, some months ago, I say, if PhD Diva, y'all PhDs and all that, Dr. G, I said, why y'all still be wasting your time with these niggas on YouTube, man, when y'all PhDs, bro? And I'm hearing the passion coming out their voice, like when PhD Diva got mad with Out the Blue and got mad with Gabe and shit, because these niggas making excuses for why they can't come up with a fucking solution to help a black community get water and shit like that, right, for an old lady. And you got white boys coming in with a solar panel and he digging that shit in the ground to where now you got water based on the sun is being put in this woman's house, and that shit might last 10 years. It'll last for sure, because she's 92, and she'll be deceased, right? And she might outlive all of us, man. She might be 100 years old, right? But I'm saying that shit might last 10 years, dog. That woman had to go all this time without motherfucking running water, my nigga. What I'm saying, people like the PhD Divas and them, they get pissed off at Jay Prince. They get highly upset instead of getting the fuck on about their way. What the hell are you waiting on? It's starting to have me believe that your ass procrastinating, bro. And it's the reason why things not really going in your favor, because you know you're supposed to been and got your ass gone, right? But you still want to have this hope. And it's not going to happen in your lifetime, little mama. Well, let's see. Not now, though. Maybe them young people might do something, but I don't know, right? But the niggas your age ain't going to do a bitch ass thing, Love Wisdom. Candy Cane Lane, you might find one out of a million. And it's going to be a million women on that nigga dick, though, man. So you're going to be having to compete. So if you rather say, all right, if I'm going to go this route of staying raised loyal and shit, and I'm looking for a productive nigga, and he might not have been somebody I would have talked to at first, but I see he's the only one who's progressing. It's like, it's a nigga like a whole drug dealing ass nigga. And as much as I don't want to fuck with a drug dealer, I told myself I would never get... Look, Love Wisdom and Candy Cane say, I told myself I would never talk to a goddamn drug dealer, but goddamn, I see why women talk to drug dealers, man. I mean, what the hell? I mean, once you get to know them, I mean, hey, lifestyle is risky and wild, but goddamn, this nigga, he just got the hustle in him to get shit done, And yes, we be at risk. But goddamn it, I think it's about time for Love Wisdom and Candy Kane to say, look, I'm ready to goddamn strap up with this nigga in that case. Cause this is the only black man I see who know how to take care of me the right way. The only black man, Love Wisdom, and goddamn Candy Kane is gonna be around who gonna get it done is a drug dealer, dog. Who know how to give. Not stingy with the shit. Man, listen, man. Love Wisdom say, no, Candy Kane say, why you think black men don't move as a team, right? Did they ever, in your opinion? I mean, nah. I mean, back in the day, maybe. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to that, right? I think black men move as a team when it comes to BS. Right? All right, it's easier to be consistent with nonsense than actually get things done. Black women are desperate for a win from black men so much that they'll settle. I'm going to another team that's productive. Big J says because Jay Prince is that nigga they want, right? While Sharon and Brownsville are exploiting off of Jay Prince and fat as foolishness. That's why I said, all right, motherfucker here. He here. Hold on. He here. Yo, here you go. Come on in here, man. Hold on. That motherfucker pulled up. He done pulled up while I'm talking, man. It's 7 o'clock, so we good, man. Hey, look. Niggas, what Love Wisdom got to say, right? Niggas move on fuckery as a team. On stupid shit as a team, right? Niggas ain't gonna work together as a team because, for one, black men don't even trust each other like that to work together like that. They know it's gonna be some con game. It's gonna be some goddamn, some snaking ass shit. So therefore, niggas don't want to help other people because they feel like motherfuckers owe them in the end, and if you don't give them what they want, they gonna feel stupid for even giving you anything. Yo, what up? Yo, it's just the drive tires, man. Yeah. My drive on both sides. This one's off the rim. Yeah, and the silver over here, it just needs to be replaced because they ain't got no tread to it. Okay. I got you. All right, it's on the inside. Both of them on the inside. Okay. The front, yeah. All right, I got you. All right. I got you. All right, appreciate. I just want to make sure this is the right truck. Yeah, it's the right truck. I got you, man. Yeah, I'm waiting on you. All right, appreciate it. All right. Hey, look. Love Wisdom say, look, you can be Columbus. I don't know where you from, Love Wisdom, right? What I'm saying, you can be one of those major cities, major figures, but you just ain't got no sports team, no major sports team to rep. So you got to go to the next best city. And we just saying the next best city. It could be another city. Like if you one of them teams or one of them cities that don't have a sports team, you can pick any goddamn team. You know what I'm saying? I think you got places like Little Rock, Arkansas. They don't necessarily go for Dallas all the time, right? Or they don't go for Memphis all the time, right? Them niggas be going in the Midwest and picking teams. You get what I'm at? What I'm saying, black woman, you know you major, my nigga. You know you actually got too much to offer, too much to give, and yet you wasting it on a motherfucker who don't even, a team, or let's say some people who don't even have a team. And you want to cheer for somebody, you want to support somebody, you want to contribute to something, and you ask the black men in your life, the black men of your generation is not going to give you that, man. And you can say, God, why? Right? You can pray to God, ask God, why? What did I do wrong in my last life? Why am I in this situation? What the hell? Is this a joke? This got to be a fucking joke. We are the only race of women who men is this motherfucker sorry, and these niggas don't think that there's something wrong with this shit. These niggas don't care about doing shit about it, dog. Like, what the hell? You might think God done played an evil trick on your ass, though, man. Yo.
I just gotta grab a little information off the truck.
Oh, okay. All right. Love Wisdom say she from New Jersey, New York, Knicks, Pittsburgh. All right, then. That shit got cold out here. What's up, man? You got...
What's the mileage on your truck?
I got 236 862. I mean 826, my bad. 826. Yeah.
All right, boss man.
All right.
I'm not gonna make you get out the truck.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Just do me a favor and don't get out on the passenger.
I won't. I'm saying it. I'm good. All right.
Appreciate you.
Most definitely. All right. Hey, listen. The problem with God is saying, right? Since you praying and you asking God, why us, God? Why we got the sorriest men on earth? What the fuck, God? We want these niggas to goddamn do right. Cause everybody love an underdog, man. Everybody like pulling for the underdog, right? You want to see the underdog compete. This is the reason why you get tired of seeing the favorite or the one who's always winning, bro. You get mad at the winner. You get mad at the Chiefs. See, at one point you pull for the Chiefs, right? But then you get mad that they winning all the goddamn time, right? Like the Lakers and shit, and the Warriors, the Yankees. You like, man, I'm tired of y'all winning. The Celtics, y'all always winning? The fuck? The thing is, Love Wisdom, let me ask you a question. If black men start winning, will y'all ever get tired of black men winning? See, Bon Cherry, I told Bon Cherry and the women on Bon Cherry panel, I said, look, I don't think that these niggas are gonna do right if black men start winning. Like, let's say, the reason why black men are not winning, Love Wisdom, right? Peep this. Why they not trying to either step up to that white boy, step up to the Arab, to the Asian, to the Jew? Why he's not trying to step up and take power? Because I think, spiritually, I think God or whoever we pray to, whoever we believe is a higher power, know that the majority of black men is going to fuck over the whole world, man, in the worst way, right? Because it's the reason why black men can't get their shit together, right? Because if you just wanted to get your shit together for your people, it could be that. But I think that black men is going to use the fact that everybody done did them so fucking wrong, did them so dirty, done screwed over them in life. I think these niggas are going to try to enslave every goddamn body in the world if they ever try to take power. And I really don't believe that black women and children is going to benefit from the shit. Now, of course, I said it in a funny way, but I'm not being funny about no shit like this, my nigga. I'm dead ass though, bro. I feel that for all you ladies, all the black women who still trying to ride with black men, and you want black men to get their shit together, you want black men to goddamn get focused, stop being scary, stop being inferior, and step up so black women and children can now benefit. And I'm saying to y'all, I don't think black women and children are going to benefit if black men ever rise again, bro. We talking about all them years ago, we talking about Mansa Musa and all them people, man. Okay, now, I think if black men ever get power again, I think that's the reason why black men lost the shit and ain't been able to get it. Because motherfuckers ain't going to do right with it. And you clearly see on YouTube, ladies, how these niggas feel about you and how they feel about kids. That right there is the reason why I don't think you should be pulling for a black man to win a goddamn thing against no other race of man. He not gonna motherfucking do right by you or the kid any goddamn way. You will all be his goddamn slaves, man. I mean, does that make any sense? Just hear what I'm saying, how I'm saying it. Do that make a little more sense than what the hell y'all been wanting? Like, you think that a goddamn black man, as a collective, the way these niggas feel, the way they look, the way they act and operate, you think that if they ever rise to power again, that they gonna benefit, that's gonna benefit the woman, the black woman and child? You ain't never heard no other race of man, dog, talking so much about their woman and child like that, bro. You ain't never heard no other race of goddamn man talk the shit that they talk about their women and children like black men do, my nigga. What the fuck are we saying? You ain't never heard no other race of people talk about the children and the elders of their goddamn community, bro. What motherfucking goddamn race that you heard speak bad about their fucking elders? The children and the women. Who? Name me a race. Candy Cane, since you listening, I want you to name a goddamn race. Name a race right motherfucking now, though, that you've heard be on panels and be on forums talking bad about not having an issue with they women on some fuckery, right? We talking about talking bad about the children, they mamas, they daddies, and they motherfucking goddamn elders of the community, bro. Let me know, man. I want to know, man. I ain't never heard it, man. I ain't never heard it. You got to tell me right now. Cause maybe I'm on bullshit right now, man. Tell Rue right motherfucking now, man. Tell Rue right now while y'all listening, man. Tell me another race of man who disparage everybody else in a race. Huh? You think Bomb Cherry was laughing because they thought I was being funny, man? You know, they was laughing because the shit was for real. It just was sad to hear. That's what the fuck it was. You think when I said, man, these niggas are not out the blue, Gabe A, these niggas, man, you hear on these panels, bro, these dudes who you hear all around YouTube, they are letting you know, look, man, if we ever get back in power, y'all gonna be in trouble. The world gonna be in trouble. It's gonna be a real crash shot, man. Nigga, everybody's gonna get this issue for why they fucked over the black. That's how they gonna come from that angle, that everybody done fucked over the black man. That's gonna be the pain and the plight, nigga. So therefore, you asking, black man, come on, get y'all shit together. Come on, black man, build. Come on, black man, we pulling for you. Come on, black man, go up against the goddamn white boy. Go up against the goddamn Mexican. Go up against the goddamn Asian and the Arab and the Jew. Go up against these niggas, bro. These niggas are outdoing you, man. Come on, we need you niggas to come in and compete. Get into the game, let's compete. And what these niggas saying, baby, it's a reason why something is holding us back spiritually. Why? Because physically we can get this shit done. Spiritually, something is blocking us because the intent behind it is going to be to the detriment of the black community, man. It ain't going to be for the benefit at motherfucking all. Y'all let me know if y'all still hear me, though, man. Let me know y'all still hear me, dog. I just want to know if y'all still hear what I'm saying, man. I ain't got no phone call, so I hope my shit ain't mute. Somebody let me know if y'all still hear your boy, man, cause I don't want this shit to be, to go without being heard, man. I'm dead ass. Well, appreciate the Candy Cane. What I'm saying, Candy Cane, stop pulling for the black man to goddamn get into power, man. It's only gonna be a few black men who's gonna do the right thing. That's who you need to hop on. Or move along. And what I'm saying, the very few black men, you call them sellouts and shit, or you call them race traders and shit, if they not really doing anything harmful to the black community, but they understand that they can't come together with black men to do shit, don't hold it against that black man. The very few black men who become billionaires in his life, and the ones who are multi-millionaires and shit like that, right? Let them niggas make it. Don't try to think the whole race is gonna become millionaires, bro. That's not gonna happen. The very few black men that you see who are productive, who understand the concept of family and community, let them niggas there be by themselves. You don't really need a bunch of niggas in that nigga way anyway. Do you see where I'm at? You don't need a, listen, it took me to be this goddamn old, and I'm still feel young, but I'm not old, but I'm middle age, right? We in the game to understand how it's supposed to get done. And I've always told my brother and told people I talk to, like, look, man, you don't need a bunch of goddamn niggas, bro, to get this shit done. We don't need a bunch of niggas in our way. Can we acknowledge that shit? Yes, we can. We don't need a bunch of niggas in our way, bro. If you think it's gonna be a whole collective, we talking about 70% of black men is gonna get their shit right. No, you just need one man out of every city, man. One black man out of every 200,000 black men, dog, to get that shit right. How about women? Y'all start praying and say, look, God, I just need one, or nigga like Rue. I need Rue, right? I need Rue, right? I need that nigga Rue, right? I need Rue them. I need Rue, right? Russell, nigga. I need this nigga here out of all these other niggas on YouTube. You ain't got to pray for a whole bunch of niggas to get their shit together. Just need one motherfucking nigga. I need y'all to pray and say, look, we just need a one root dimp ass type of nigga out of all the other niggas per sector on YouTube to get they shit together, man. We don't need a whole bunch of these niggas. These niggas ain't gonna do the right thing about it if they ever came to a bunch of money, if they ever goddamn gain any power. They not gonna do right by the women and children or the people at all, right? And we gonna get on Rue motherfucking ass and make sure he gonna stay right. Cause them ancestors on my ass, dog. In spirit, bro. These people done told me I done had dreams of crashing this goddamn truck, right? And I ain't never crashed it. I haven't had a wreck in over 23 years. It was a fender bender. I was 16, right? But I've had little dreams. I had to wake up. I thought I done ran off the cliff or some shit like that, right? Or I done ran to some shit. And my shit done flipped over, right? And it was a dream from the ancestors. And I'm telling you what it was about. It was simply them saying, my nigga, this is what's gonna happen to your motherfucking ass if you get off course. If you actually nut the fuck up, bro. That's why I can't nut up, Mr. Kevin. I can't nut up. Candy Cane, Love Wisdom, BJ. I can't nut up. I can't fold. Because I took on this goddamn challenge and say, you know what? Nigga, if it gotta be me, it'll be me, man. And I didn't embrace this shit. And the moment I get scared, I want to backtrack and revert and all of those shit, my ass gonna go off the goddamn me cliff. It doesn't mean I'm gonna die, right? It means I'm gonna go off the goddamn shit and my shit gonna flip, man. Like some trucks you see on the road be flipping over and shit. Not saying that that's was their situation, but when it come down to me, I'm getting these visions and shit in my sleep to say, nigga, you ain't gonna nut the fuck up, bro. You not gonna be one of those bitch ass dudes because of the redemption you call yourself, nigga, and we gonna redeem your motherfucking ass. You gonna fucking play it the right way, nigga, because it took you this goddamn long for it to come into your favor, for you to have the things you've been praying for, and now you think you gonna be one of them type of dudes who's gonna get it, and you finna just go off and say, well, goddamn, I got it. Let me just ride off and keep your shit to my goddamn self, nigga. Right? Nah, that ain't gonna be the case. What up, Naima? What up, Naima, sweetheart? How you doing? Hey, man, motherfucker gave me these visions, Mr. Kevin. I can't play with the people, man. I can't play with this shit that I took on respectfully because I said, look, it was on me to do it. I can't be playing like that, man. So I'm in it. Look, I'm in it. Can't get out of it because I supposed to been in this shit a long time ago. And I think a lot of goddamn men get nut and they get scared than a bitch though, right? Because they understand that they gonna get the same type of treatment I'm gonna get if they were to get into it and they want to fold, knowing what the people fucking need, knowing what the people been looking for, knowing what the women and children been waiting on, right? Niggas don't want to take on that kind of responsibility. They scared. That's why they stay where they at. I don't want to hear a bitch ass thing from these niggas on YouTube talking about what Rue doing and what Rue got. Bitch ass nigga, you ain't willing. You ain't made a deal with the ancestors at all about what you gonna do for the goddamn community, for the race. Nigga, I did. Nigga, your ass didn't. You scare ass nigga. That's the reason why. And I know what's gonna go with this shit if I fold like you niggas. I know what's coming with this shit. And that shit don't scare me, dog. I'm just telling you what it is. It don't scare me, man. When they get rich and they get a whole bunch of goddamn money, nigga know exactly what to do with the shit. The thing is, if I fold on it, if I renege on the shit, yeah, man, yeah, them visions might come true. That's what I'm saying. I don't need nobody on here, dog, saying a motherfucking thing about what I do on this whole nigga. When I'm looking out for the situation, when I know what needs to be done, I don't need no bomb cherry. I don't need no other woman. I don't need no man. I don't give a motherfuck, nigga. I don't need nobody saying a bitch ass thing. When Rue see a need and he take care of fucking need, cause nigga, I just don't need nobody in the way of that kind of progress, dog. I swear to God, dog. I swear to God. I swear to God. I won't, nigga, nothing gonna happen to me, man. All about that. Something might happen to your ass for you playing with some shit that's way bigger than you. Leave people the fuck alone about this shit. Leave people the fuck alone about when they got a purpose in life. Yeah, they done went through some fucked up shit at one point. We all have, dog. But when a motherfucker stay focused and yet stay the course, it's something that the motherfucker gotta do. Nigga, we don't need nobody in this hole trying to stop shit. The fuck we doing, man? Appreciate that, Naima. Appreciate that. We don't need nobody getting away or nothing, my nigga. I know whatever Rue do on this motherfucker, nigga, Rue gonna do it. Cause nigga, Rue understand, dog, I'm not a kid, man. I'm not a young nigga. I'm not a nigga who's selfish. I don't play them type of hoe ass games with people. I know what has to be done, whether I feel like it or not. Nigga, it's to the point where it has to be done. It gotta be done, right? It gotta be. No ifs, ands, or buts. The same way how I do whatever I do every day. Been doing it for 2 months. Over 2 months straight. I ain't got no excuse in me. I don't know an excuse at this point. And I see where I've been lacking and what's been slowing me down because of me, not nobody else. No black woman to slow me down in life. No child, no elder, no dog, no horse, no white person, no Mexican, no motherfucking goddamn Arab. Nobody has slowed me down in life. Thank God. Thank the answer. Thank the universe. Thank all them people. What I'm saying, nigga, you can't get in the way of shit. Get the fuck out of the way of shit, bruh. If you don't understand shit, my nigga. I don't think a lot of people operate in the it's on me mindset. Man, I've been trying to tell these niggas, listen, Candy Cane, this sweetheart, baby, sweetheart. I'm trying to tell you, little mama. My uncle told me this shit back when I was 16 when my daddy first died, right? Part of the reason why things ain't been going right in my life is because I've been a scared ass nigga, right? Up until I was 36. It took me 20 years after my uncle told me. The nigga said right after my daddy died, because what my daddy was doing for everybody, he say, look, it's on you now, Lil Bow. It's on you now, Russell. And I did not want to accept this shit. I knew I was supposed to accept this shit right then. I didn't. And I always asked myself, out of all these full-grown ass motherfucking men in the family, why would my uncle come tell me that shit? And why was I the one who's always either got fucked with, picked on, or had to go through like what I went through when I was young and shit like that, right? Like it was always some shit I had to go through, some bullshit, some stupid shit I was doing and things I had to go through that nobody else had to go through, right? And I never understood that shit until I got older. And then things wasn't good though, for the most part, right? It wasn't good on how I was taking care of my children. I wasn't taking care of the way I wanted to. It's like the money wasn't in, the jobs weren't consistent. It was just a bunch of fuck ass shit because I never accepted the fact that it was always on me, man. I try to put it on somebody else. I try to do what a lot of black men do and say, hey, why you picking me? Why y'all picking me, right? And you know what? I was watching the Sons of Anarchy one day, and when August Marks told either Darnell, after they already killed Leroy, right? This is some one-niner shit. This is some gang shit. They killed Leroy. They told motherfucking Darnell that it's on him now to step up and lead the goddamn gang. And this nigga say, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's not on me. And he got shot in the head right there on sight. And I looked at that as an ancestral move, man. Why? Because I'm looking at the Nat Turners and the Harry Tubmans of the world, right? The ones that we know. And there's so many more, dog, who really done came to a lot of us and said, look, bro, it's on you. What you want to do? And people say, nah, nigga, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why not her? Why not him? And spiritually got shot in their fucking head, though, man. And August Marks told the other dude, he said, well, you in charge now, bro. And dude said, all right. He told the other guy, he said, this motherfucker nigga didn't even want to goddamn step up. It made sense why he shot him in the head. I mean, it was all fucked up, but it made good sense when you look at it, why the nigga shot him in the head, man. It made sense. Bitch ass nigga, we don't need nobody talking about I don't want to do this. What about me? Why me? Why me? Why me? What about somebody else? Like, we don't need no scary ass people around this shit, bro. We don't. It's on you. It's on me. Shit been fucked up around me because of me. As I told my mother, I said, Mama, I apologize, man. I'm sorry. And my brother and my children. I said, look, it was on me the whole time. Ever since my uncle told me this shit when I was 16, when my daddy died. The fact that he died when I was 16, it was on me. And people don't look and say, when people die around them, what does that mean? Because folks can stay alive. You got some people who stay alive to 80 and 90 years old. But it's the reason why, let's say it was a breadwinner like my daddy, right? Who would take care of everybody. Yeah, he was doing illegal shit. He was doing whatever the fuck he was doing. But everybody would lie on my dad because he had all the money in the goddamn family, man, right? And people would come to him more than we would come to him, right? And for him to die when I was 16 and my brother was 14, I'm like, why in the hell would he die when we was this goddamn young if it wasn't meant for me being his namesake to fucking stand the fuck up and say, well, it's on me now. And after that, it wasn't just him who died. All my elders who was raised up under, by the time I was in my mid-20s, they had already passed away. And I still didn't have a clue that, nigga, Russell, it's on you, bro. It ain't on nobody else, nigga. You are the elder now, nigga. You just a 20-something-year-old elder because the people who you respected and was raised up under are not here. And if shit don't get done, it's on you. You are the reason why things got to get done now. And I kept on denying that shit, dog. That's why I be praying. I be crying like a motherfucker, dog, when I be driving. I'm just saying, you know what? My mother's in good shape, man. She's 75 years old. I just said, you know what, man? If I can just, you know, man, if I can just goddamn show her and show everybody that it was on me, man. I low-key want to cry right now, dog, but I'm not going to cry in front of y'all, man. But I'm just saying, if I can just get some time with her, man, just show her that, look, man, your boy knew he understand that it was on him, man. I just apologize to you that I didn't do this shit earlier. But I do believe in timing, and I do believe that, you know, timing is everything. But I don't got no excuse. That's the reason why I don't make no excuse for my mother or my children. But I do want some time with my mother. I want her to goddamn give me a little more time to show what I can do before she go. If she go before me, I would like to have another 15 good years with my mama, though, right? I would like to show my mother for the next 15 years what I can do by me starting off now, by me paying her bills right now while I'm on the road. Can send her $2,000 a goddamn month so she can cover her bills, man. That's what I'm doing now, right? Respectfully. And I just want to be able to goddamn try to do some shit I should have done when I was young. Even though if she do die on me, my nigga, that's all on me. I'm about to take that shit. I'll come and tell you guys on YouTube the shit. But I be praying as I look on the Ring door camera and I just look at, you know, what's going on around her house and shit. I'm saying, man, she's still in good shape. Man, if I know they don't mean shit, but I'm saying at the same time, man, if I can just prove that I am my daddy's son, man, and I am the guy who's supposed to take care of all this shit, and I've been procrastinating for so long, man. If I just get a little chance to do that, man, I'd be thankful. I'd be grateful, dog, to be able to do it in the way I want to do it. And if she gotta go, if she go before me, man, I accept that. So right now, she's still in her right mind. She still work out. She still walk. She still move. I see her, man, and I'm like, okay. But it's all on me. It's still my fault, though, for playing with myself, bro, and playing with everybody around me, man, knowing that it was on me. It wasn't on nobody else, bro. What the fuck was me with my mindset and how I be moving, how I've been talking, how I've been acting my whole time? What the fuck was I goddamn doing, sitting around looking for somebody else to do what the fuck I supposed to do, man? What's the point of that shit? Me sitting around waiting for another nigga to do what the fuck I supposed to been doing? Cause of proof to who? Proof to who? What? That's the part that, man, it get me kind of fucked up because it take you a long time to realize it was on you, my nigga. It was all on you, little brother. It was on you, my nigga. It was on you. It wasn't on nobody else. It was all on you. And I'm just sitting back saying, man, it's you got a purpose, though, when you know you need it. You know you need it now, man. You got a purpose of how you approach shit now. You like, man, I am fucking needed, dog. That's a good feeling to be needed, my nigga. It's a good feeling to have people around me who will say, my nigga, we gonna give it to you, dog, to bestow this kind of shit on you, man. And yet you take this shit and say, man, all right, okay. And it look like you overcompensating and shit. Nah, I don't want nobody else to think that. I don't want my mother, my brother, my children. I don't want nobody on YouTube to think that I'm doing the absolute most because I haven't did enough. And my thing is, get out the fuck the way. Get out of people way, man. Don't be in people way who understand this shit now, bro. Because a lot of niggas will never get this shit. You talking about JP, you talking about these niggas on YouTube and all that. Them niggas will never understand what the fuck I understand, man. And we can all be the same age. We all the same age, man. Nah, we all the same age, bro. We all the same age. Nigga never understand this shit. Get out of a man's way who understand this shit. Don't try to discourage no nigga who know what he need to do because of whatever, because of your selfishness or your greediness or your self-servingness, whatever the fuck it may be. You need to get out of people's way, man. Cause it's not me. As I look at that movie, Angels in the Outfield, and when they had that part where the Angels came and just picked this goddamn nigga up and took him around the goddamn base and shit, that's how I'm feeling. And I'm telling you, dog, I don't get in nobody motherfucking way when I see them Angels on top of you, dog, carrying your ass. I know, nigga, I see you, I see her, I see this. I wouldn't dare stop no shit like that, nigga, and you can't stop that shit neither, man. Cause I'm telling you, it's some forces in this world we living in. You got to know. You got to know it's some spiritual forces in the world that we living in, dog, that is powerful than your nature, than you and your feelings, dog, to where you think it's supposed to go this way because you want it to go this way, and it's not going to go that way because it's a collective. It's things that need to get done. We so fucking behind, and what I'm saying is this. All you have to do, take one day at a time, right? Wake the fuck up and say, okay, stop the bleeding. You stop the motherfucking bleeding. All right? Stop the bleeding. Now, turn this shit around slow. Go day by day and be consistent with this shit. The fact that you got to go this day by day shit, and it might take a year or two, chalk it up to the fact that your ass been in so much in a goddamn hole prior to this shit, that this is your goddamn lesson that you have to learn. This is your fucking punishment. Anybody who I talk to and I say the same thing, right? Okay, you're gonna have to acknowledge the fact that you're gonna have to do this shit day by fucking day. And you can be mad because you feel like time done went by and you getting old and all that old goof ass shit, but you need to look at it from this perspective and say, hey, it gotta be this way because it's all on me. It's my fault I let it get out of hand like this in the first place. I'm the reason why this shit got out of hand in the first place, right? So I have to go through this punishment, but it's going to be a reward at the end if I stay with it. I can't use the fact that I'm getting old and it's like, okay, I'm getting old now, man. I'm getting old as fuck, right? I'm getting old, so therefore, she need to come on and happen right now, right now, real quick. Nah, nigga, the fact that you know you let this shit get out of hand for so many years, for so long, you now know you have to humble yourself and say, well, I got to go through my initiation, my day-by-day initiation. I let myself get too fat. I let myself get too broke. I let myself get too caught up over a person I was in a relationship with. I lost myself in the worst way. And in order for me to get myself back, I have to acknowledge the fact that I have to go through this punishment, and it's going to be a reward in the end. Why? Because I have to go day by fucking day with this shit now. I don't have nobody else to blame. The thing is, you want to blame every goddamn body, man. You can't blame nobody, bro. It's on you, my nigga. You can't blame nobody. If you ain't got the results as quick as you see somebody else with the results, bro, understand it's because your ass did this shit to yourself. It ain't like nobody else did it to you. You can blame who you did it for, but not since you learned this hard ass fucking lesson that your ass did it for the wrong goddamn people, or you was doing shit for the wrong reasons. You still got to go through this shit day by day to get out of it. Ain't no shortcuts. You can't skip a day. You can't skip a week. Ain't none of that. It's going to be a day-by-day thing, from building your body back up to building your money back up. You just understand, I did this shit. And as long as you keep it in your mind, I'm the one who did this to myself, man. Now I got to go through this shit day by day to get back myself and regain what I lost. I guess it got to be this way. Why? That's the only way. I thought it would be a shortcut. It ain't no shortcut, bro. I'm looking at my motherfucking goddamn stomach when I go take a shower in the shower room, looking at my arms, and I'm saying, that's me doing something day by day. All these times I've been working out. Right? And the results are coming quick because I'm building shit day by day. But I'm thinking I'm going to be able to do something, skip a day, skip a week. I can eat this, eat that. I can just do this and do that. And I'm going to still get this what I want. And I'm like, nah, man. And I heard one person, probably one person on YouTube saying, bro, you going to go day by day with this shit, whether you like it or not. It's going to be a day by day thing. You can say anything else. You can hear anybody else bullshitting you. My nigga, to get what you want to get, it's going to be a day by fucking day process, dog. Whether you like this shit or not, nigga. Whether you saw results and then you chill for a couple days and then you got, nah, nigga, it's gonna be a day by fucking day process. Brick by brick process. And anybody who have a hard time dealing with that, dog, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna see it. And you're gonna be an old motherfucking nigga or old chick, and you ain't gonna ever have it because you just refuse to acknowledge that, hey, man, this consistent shit is gonna be day by fucking day. As much as I want to just have a cheat day, man, as much as I want to goddamn skip a day, as much as I want to believe that I can follow these so-called gurus in this and this, nigga, it's gonna be a day-by-day process, man. It's a day-by-fucking-day process, man. One mile at I see the it was a truck driver, it was a truck company talking about, yeah, we talking about 1 mile at a time. That shit was funny. I say, man, y'all be coming up with these basic ass slogans, but this shit means so much, dog. But it's just so basic. Y'all just be trying to get something to get y'all shit established. But this shit, they talk about 1 mile at a time. 1 mile at a time and shit. Been trucking since 19, whatever, right? We've been going 1 mile at a time. I'm like, man, all right, dog. All right, my nigga. We got you, man. 1 day at a time, bro. That shit, we done heard people say it, but folks don't push that shit because they know that, all right, everybody get ahead in that case if they go based on a 1 day at a time process or a mindset, and they don't really want you getting ahead like that, man. They really don't. 1 day at a time. Niggas so impatient though, bro. For results. You're so impatient for results. Shortcutting shit. Man, fuck cutting corners, my nigga. We good on that, bro. Man. All you have to say, whatever you see Rue, right? You gonna say, all right, Rue did say he got to go 1 day at a time. Like he didn't try to jump. He didn't try to skip shit. He had to go through this shit 1 day at a fucking time, man. That's all it was. 1 day at a time, man. Man, come on, man. Hold on. I gotta stretch. Fuck. 1 day at a motherfucking time, man. After a year or two, boy, hey, man, you at a certain point, it'll be seen like it's unfair to other people, man, that you done got to a certain point, man. They ain't gonna understand it. People ain't gonna give a fuck that you had to go 1 day at a time, but yeah, that's what you had to do. I don't believe I got my clock back. I still got like an hour to go. Yo, dog, when them people get on your ass, them ancestors, man, I'm telling you, I believe in that. I know them people who done died before us, that they still around trying to see who's trying to step up. And like I said, you don't need a lot of people. You just need some people who are not afraid. And we ain't talking about just talking that not afraid shit. We talking about just actually know the consequences that's gonna go with you not actually living up to what you say you want to live up to, right? You say you want to change. You say you want to see progress, but then you gonna nut up. If a motherfucker put a gun in your face, man, you gonna nut the fuck up and say, I don't want to go through that no more. If you get arrested or go to jail, or if you had to go through a little hardship, you're gonna be nutting up when you say, I made a contract and a deal with them people to do this shit for my people, but I'm scared to get killed. When the people telling you, because I truly believe, man, you got the people who done did that before you, done got killed before you, is telling you, nigga, we gonna make sure your ass don't get killed, man. If that's what we have to work, look, it's gonna be a near miss like a motherfucker, right? You have some near misses though, right? And I'm not speaking all that in existence right this point. I'm saying you'll wonder why things would just goddamn fall in your favor, bro. That's the point I'm saying, though. They're falling into your favor situation. It'll make you think about it later on, like, damn, I almost, the fuck? And you'll start having a, one of them moments where your heart start beating fast and you get the chills and shit. You like, man, but we talking about in the heat of the moment. I've seen sports teams, dog, who done let's say they made certain plays like, you know, Eli Manning and shit in the Super Bowl, right? I done seen people who done did like LeBron now, right? And Kyrie Irving making certain plays to where it'll bring chills to you when you think about what the fuck did we do? And I think a lot of folks, they can have them kind of moments, but a lot of folks don't want to step up to that kind of moment to where you will risk it all, or you will have a moment to where you had to do this shit. And it was just the biggest thing you ever did in your life, like on like Vince Young and shit against USC on 4th and 5. He had to just run the ball in to win the game. And just imagine if he would have tripped or would have got his ass hit, how he would have lost the game, right? But yet that would bring chills even to us. Them type of moments bring chills to us, man. Goosebumps and shit. You like, ooh, shit, that nigga took a risk. They would have lost that game if he didn't do that. We talking about having these moments, creating these moments in your life to where when you think about it later on, your ass start crying, dog. Because you like, how did I actually do this shit, bro? What the fuck? What if I didn't do this, man? What would have happened if I didn't do that, man? Now, I don't know, man. I'm about to get out of here, dog. Waiting for the guy to come on with this. Man, that's a good pop. Shit. Yeah, I'm finna get out of here. I'm just talking shit now, man. But yeah, y'all hear what I'm saying, bro? I'll come back later on, man, when I try to go in the shower room and get the shower in before we get going, my nigga. So I'm gonna fuck with y'all, man. All right.